Veterans Center of East Tennessee, Michael and Jessica Paul.
We want to work together here just a minute. Here's a packet of information. We have 14. I don't know if that's enough.
Just to clarify, they are seeking part of the baby dope fund.
Is that what it is? Because I thought I was confused between that and the opioid.
Well, second, we call it baby.
We are seeking 175,000 or around there. It's a newly formed organization. They'll tell you more about it. Who needs one over here? I only have in the media. You'll find to your, I'm Kathy Durr. I'm a One Accordance grant writer, but I'm helping them at this point. You may know me through the Lunchbox program or the medical clinic. But the budget is the last page on the right-hand side. And so here's our anticipated or projected budget for this upcoming year. And as we get started, we do anticipate a carryover possibly, and then this explains, the next page explains the expenses in a little bit more detail. And they start out on air and a prayer. Jessica works nights in the Jessica's the vice president or assistant director. And she works at night and comes here all day. They live in what county? Clayburgh. Michael used to work with another veteran center that got dissolved, okay? And here is their mission statement. And if you look, they deal a lot with opioid addiction and substance use disorders. Okay, and so they're gonna take it over from here. And you also have the board of directors, their history, vision, and then some of the classes they're offering and letters of recommendation.
So, Mr. Paul?
Yes, sir.
First off, welcome.
Thank you. All righty. My name is Michael Paul. I am the president and CEO of Veterans Center of East Tennessee. I started this organization, we started it last April, whenever Roger Pipkins had shut down Forward Flag with the investigation of stuff that was going on with them. We were there the day that the Sheriff's Department came in and raided. My wife and I stood there and physically watched the devastation come across the face of the veterans that were present at that time. And we were asked numerous times by numerous veterans, are we losing our place? At that moment in time, me and my wife both were an emotional wreck because this office means a lot to me physically myself. Having many friends, brothers in arms commit suicide after I came back from deployment, this office means a lot. Being a combat veteran that's been homeless, that's been strung out, I understand what this office means. We've got a lot of veterans that's coming into our office, man, that's quit drinking. They're laying the pills to the side. It gives them a hobby. It gives them something to do. We've got the leather shop. As you can see in the folder, we've got all of our classes listed. Leather shop, woodworking. We're looking into getting into metalworking. Just anything to give the veterans a hobby, something to do or something to feel needed. We've got many volunteer opportunities. And our main mission is suicide prevention and substance abuse amongst our veterans.
And so what are you asking for funding for?
The funding is going to be for payroll and for functioning costs. It costs a lot of money, obviously, to keep a nonprofit going, and that's what this is for. My wife and I have done this for the last 9 months, 6 days a week, up to 12 hours a day with no pay at all.
So you mentioned payroll. How many staff members do you anticipate having?
Up to 4. And if that'll be including myself in the motion.
May I interject a moment, please? It's also for skills training. They are in desperate need of updated computers. This young lady, hers freezes up constantly. They have the Goodwills coming there and doing skills training on computers. They need more space downstairs and more privacy for office upstairs. So they want to do, part of that money would be renovating the upstairs, putting stairs, supports, and then build in offices. Jessica is getting certified as a licensed
alcohol and drug abuse counselor.
in April, and so she will put, if they can renovate that, she'll put in an office up there to do the counseling. And then the counseling not only is for the veteran, but also the family members. So it has a trickle-down effect, and then that has a trickle-down effect into the community. So it not only just affects a veteran, it affects a community of veterans, their families, and maybe the community at large. And then Jessica wants to tell you just briefly about her story with her family and how it affected.
My personal experience is with an isolated veteran. My father was isolated, an alcoholic, and abused prescription pills the last 6 years of his life. He died that way. And a year later, I picked up where he left off, the alcohol and prescription pills. So it's very passionate to me. I've watched kids that come in there that's 13 years old and just wish that was me in there at his age. So,
And your father was a veteran as well? Now your husband?
even though he hadn't seen him on that, he brought more inside my home.
I'd like to add one more thing. Of one accord, looking at today how we might be able to support the Veterans Center. So we want to show you the connection. Is that okay? All right, so Kathy will be, Christian will be talking to you about the Churchill Medical Mission. And I used to be a manager there, the first one. And they will come down and, screen families for insurance, get them, that don't have insurance, get them into the clinic. And possibly, we might be able to bring a nurse back on that once worked with us to do like blood pressure checks and things like that. And then I spoke with Rita, who's the Director of Nutrition Services there at the Shepherd Center. And if we can find more funding for our senior meal program, we can deliver meals there as well. So there's just kind of a little bit of a tie-in. They're seeking money specifically for their work, but I just want to let you know that there's community support there for it.
We're also starting a 12-step life recovery program. Everybody in life faces something at some point in their life that they're going to have to recover from. Our organization is a non-religious organization, but we believe in God. And we believe in helping our veterans both spiritually, mentally, and physically. Whether it's to come in and have a cup of coffee and a prayer, or it's to come in and play a game of pool and make fun of each other. Whatever we have to do to put a smile on a veteran's face is the extent that we are willing to go. We've transported veterans back and forth to hospitals because they didn't have any family to take them for their surgery. We've helped pay veterans' electric bills. And this is all stuff that we couldn't really afford to do, but we do it because I've been that veteran that needed the help that didn't know how to get it. And that's what we are for. We are the middleman to help the veteran as best as we possibly can.
We provide a shower, a washer and dryer, everything, anything that could possibly give a person a reason to go out and relapse or commit suicide. Because something as simple as not being able to wash your clothes or take a shower is a reason to use or die.
So the budget might look top-heavy a little bit for staffing, but at this point, there's, if you look on the second page of the budget, his income, Michael's income just left when the program shut down, and Jessica's been living off of no sleep, and they're living off of her income, which, you know, is minor. And then the liaisons will do referrals to services, but they are also gonna be there to help with the renovations, oversee it when, you know, these two aren't gonna be there, just help put everything in place. So they'll be serving as like assistants as well. And and then through that, we hope to then find funding as well, maybe find contracts through the VA. You know, it's kind of like a one-time infusion of
Yes.
funds.
And I appreciate y'all bringing this. There's a lot of information here that's gonna take us a while
We
to
know.
go over and digest.
Yeah,
So
big.
I would prefer to not take any action today and let us digest some information you've given us. And then we can come back at our next scheduled budget meeting and can make sure that we get on the agenda for the next scheduled budget meeting. And if, before you leave, if you don't mind, make sure that we have access to a phone number, so some of us may want to call you.
Yes, I know to do that.
That's not a problem.
Just get some follow-up questions.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all, and thank you for the work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Coleman.
I understand that you all had some grants that you had already applied for. Have
No.
you had any?
We haven't applied for any grants.
We
No,
just
sir,
got a 501c3.
we just opened our doors literally. Yeah, we are associated, I'm the founder of this organization. This organization, we just opened our doors at our new location in December.
So no grants?
None.
January?
We have had no grants.
grants.
Everything that we have operated on is solely donations.
I just wanted to clarify, because another organization had told me that there were some grants that you all were applying for in January.
No, we have not applied for any.
Sometimes it's nice to ask the.
Yes,
Right.
exactly. We haven't applied for any. This is our very first grant we are applying for.
We want to tell you how much it looks like this was really a divine intervention. They put together they start to form the organization in April. They got their 50, and Kathy can tell you that this wasn't always easy. They got their 501c3 status within a month. Okay. They got the place ready within,
It took 3 months to get the building ready where we are at. We had a lot of renovations to do, obviously.
okay, and grant writer just started volunteering, and their accountant was very experienced with Of One Accord, and it just seems like this was, you know, intervention, divine intervention. And so their first month was December. They had 200 visits. They know of 22 active veterans right now, and after they improve the facility, not improve, but expand it, and through marketing, we believe they'll be reaching out to getting more veterans in.
This isn't just something that I want to do countywide. This is something that I want to push nationwide. We have way too many veterans that are struggling and feeling alone and feeling suicidal, and they shouldn't have to feel that way. There's a stigma that's been put on veterans stating that if you talk about it, then it ain't true. Well, by not talking about it, these veterans are keeping everything balled up inside. And everybody wants to sit back and wonder why the suicide rate amongst our veterans is so high. That's why. I'm trying to provide these veterans with a safe place where they can come to and have someone to talk with that's truly going to care about them and show them the understanding that they deserve. But I thank you guys so much for your time, man.
Thank you, Mr. Coleman. Thank you, Ms. Paul. We appreciate y'all coming. Thank you.
Before we adjourn, who is Jim Bowman?
This fellow right here, this guy, that one,
Jim?
He was here earlier. It's his brother there. Is that jury?
One more thing, may I see your packet? Here are some statistics on substance use disorder, right here on the mission statement. We found through Veterans Addiction, they actually have a call into the VA to get more accurate for our area. But 11% of veterans who visited the Department of Veterans Affairs, one of the medical facilities in 2008, for the first time, more than 80% of those 900,000 abused alcohol, 20% of 300,000 abused illegal drugs, and about 7%, which is almost 80,000 abused both alcohol and illegal drugs.
Disturbing statistics. Thank you so much.